This card kept coming out today like the Five of Pentacles kept coming out yesterday. Rhodochrosite here. Rhodochrosite helps you face each day with a positive attitude. This stone helps you express your feelings in a positive way, opening the lines of communication without fear. This is a powerful tool for anyone who has difficulty expressing themselves. What a wonderful thing to have in your card pull for Mercury retrograde. Let's look into this a little bit. Boy, you know, what a time for the line of communication to need to be opened. The pathless. And somebody feels really desperate for this line of communication to be open. Not sure, and I have no idea how to do that. But desperate to grab onto it. Why are we ruthlessly trying to open this line of communication in the middle of Mercury retrograde? In the beginning of Mercury retrograde, really. It just started this week. Oh, here we are. The cartographer. Somebody figured something out. Somebody figured something out. We are not desperate to open this line of communication after going inside and figuring something out. Probably learning a lesson too. What else do we need to know? There's two cards there. The Witch. The Acolyte. Interesting. That's an interesting juxtaposition of cards there. The thing about the Witch, most of you might think that is actually about tradition, but it's not. It's about forging your own path. It's about creating your own connection with energies in the divine. And the Acolyte is about new beginnings, but having a really hard time with these new beginnings. So somebody wants to set out in a new direction here, in an entirely new way, because they figured something out, learned a lesson, and don't want to go back to doing things the way they did before. But they have no idea how to open the path to this communication. During Mercury retrograde, mind you, 37 Thistle, Lily of the Valley. It feels like the last Mercury retrograde was so long ago. I don't know why suddenly we're thinking about this now, but I do want to look at this. Lily of the Valley. I think we had a lesson to learn about appearances. Thinking something was toxic because of something that was toxic looked appealing, and something that was appealing looked toxic. Thistles may be spiky and unwelcome, but they provide a valuable food source to birds and pollinators, and it is for this reason that the thistle card represents true fulfillment, and yet thistles are spiky and ouchy if you touch them. So I feel like, the biggest thing I get from that is, boy, ouch, I touched the thistle, but I learned something big during this. Like the thistle, you have so much to give, and the world around you is ready to give back. Your found family is there to help you on your journey as much as you have helped them on theirs. There was another reading that I did earlier that was talking about a need to reach out to others for help and advice, people that you trust. There's found family here, this Lily of the Valley. It's like, I thought this was something else. Let's see if I can get a little clarity on that. Why did we think this was something else? I mean, okay, we'll just peel this out here. What do we have here? Things seemed more peaceful when you moved on and put this to an end. And then all of a sudden, look at there, we have here again this Five of Pentacles. It felt more peaceful and we thought things were going in a certain direction, but now we're seeing that we are out in the cold. We are waiting for things to come in and not seeing anything and getting really anxious about it. Lots of daydreams. Wow. Daydreaming about having the strength to come forward with your feelings. Well, I mean, it looks like. Why did we put this to an end? Wow. That's a hell of a juxtaposition too. Ten of Cups crossed by the Five of Cups. Can you clarify this, please? That's what we put. It's like the sacrifice was too great for fulfillment. They're upside down. They don't have inverses. Somebody felt the sacrifice that needed to be made for ultimate fulfillment was too great. And that ultimate fulfillment, what is worth letting go of to get everything you ever wanted? Apparently not this. And why is that? A new opportunity. Somebody made a wrong choice. Apparently a new opportunity came in and was right there in front of them, and they did not trust intuition or instincts before making a decision and rushed on with one, and now we are in a place of, oh, I made the wrong choice. Mustard, cornflower, hawthorn, verbena. I don't know how long this one's going to be. We'll see. I'm just trying to give the good messages for everybody's highest and best, and I've been running with spirit lately on this. I just get whipped off down a reading, and here I am. The mustard seed is a symbol of unseen strength. In Germany, it is encouraged for a bride to sow the seeds into the skirts of her wedding dress so she may maintain strength and power in her new household. Your thoughts and needs are being overlooked by others right now, but don't forget that you have ultimate say in your own happiness. Drink from the cup of courage and cut out that which would take your happiness away from you. Look out for yourself first and foremost. That is, so now we're in this situation where we chose wrong. It wasn't empowering. It didn't bring us the success and the joy and the ultimate fulfillment. Or rather, we didn't even think it was ultimate fulfillment. We thought it would be enough, and it's not. And now we're realizing also that we're being taken advantage of. And it's also starting to understand our own unique qualities better, starting to come into better contact and connection with our own value. For sure. Hawthorn, cornflower both talk about looking inside and seeing your own value and your own worth, and your own uniqueness, and why that is so big to your value and worth. Draw on the bramble's natural protective and healing properties to help you rebuild your defenses. You may have let your guard down to somebody and now regret it. Or Or you may have let your guard down to the wrong somebody and now regret it. And what are we seeing over here? We're seeing this 7 of Cups, this strength, and this 2 of Cups, and it's like it's still a dream. And the question is, are you going to make it not just a dream? What do we need to do that? Anything else? I guess so. Well, we have the Champion and the Warrior. Very interesting. This is, you need to be willing to fight for what you love, but you also, this is not like, the Champion has achieved victory, but at what expense? You see the shackles around his wrists here, and so it's like, I think independence is important to everybody all around here, and the idea is to fight for what you love because you love it, not to be stuck fighting for something that you say you love even when you know it's not the right thing to do. The Champion talks of potential downfalls. You may see those successes fall apart faster than you can hold them all together if you turn your back on a half-finished job. I did want to look up the Warrior. This is another one of those that I'm learning. Relearning. Learning and relearning. Thank you, brain, for allowing me to relearn. Hard work, perfectionism, burnout. Oh. Seeking to better yourself is no bad thing, but too much hard work leads to burnout and a dead end to any desires to keep going. So what I'm hearing here too is you need to focus on what's most important for you, and you need to take a balanced approach in handling all the things that are important to you. It's not, I'm just going to pick this one thing that's important to me and focus on it above all else and expect everything else that it's important to me to still be there when I get back to after laser focusing on this one thing. That's not how it works. If something's important to you, you got to deep focused on it in order to make sure that it stays in your life. You can't put it on the back burner and leave it there and expect that it's going to be okay when you get back and haven't spent time or attention on it in a while. The Walker, the Poet, the Sailor. So, and the balance that needs to be drawn here is where you're putting your energy and what you are dedicating your time and effort into. And if it's sabotaging yourself, if it's contributing to something that will lead to your downfall, or if it's really helping you move forward down your path. And here's the path, right? And this is something that you really are focused on, finding that path and finding your way. But you're stuck here, and we've got the Sailor, and the Sailor, I love it with the fish surrounding this card, because it's like we're tempted to go out to sea and come back into land, and go back out and come back in. And the Poet, we need to understand why it is that we want to keep going out and coming back in. We need to understand why this is, not make up elaborate stories and excuses about it and make it seem romantic, but really figure out what the root issue is that leads us to be avoidant or whatever the heck it is, because it's back and forth and back and forth. And non-committal is the word. And I think that's also what has led to being committed and dedicated to things that are detrimental or leading us towards a fall, because we're not really paying attention to whether or not it's good for us when we're in and out anyway. And so we're not really thinking about it as deep as we could be. But there is this path that we want to go down. And can I get some cards to clarify that? I don't know if it's going to be this deck. If we want it to be the cats this time. Do we want the cats? We want the cats. pagan cats. Tell me about this path that we want to go down. Nobody. You don't want to tell me about the path. This is okay. So you may not be honest with yourself about the path that you really want to go down. And I feel like this is this shadow work thing, and I feel like somebody has told you at some point in your life that this is not the path for you. But now that you're older and, going through your life, you're realizing, you know what? I want to go down this path. And now, but somebody told me I couldn't or I shouldn't. And so you're at this place in your adult life where you're like, I should try to go down this path. But you're also second guessing yourself because of something someone told you a long time ago. Queen of Swords, somebody knows. And they're like, take your time before you come jumping in. Before you come jumping in on top of somebody's bones is what I just learned. But somebody knows this, that you need to figure out what it is that you really want and why you're having such trouble inside, going back and forth and figuring out what it is that you truly desire. If you keep fighting it, you're going to be really disappointed in yourself. Come to the truth of the matter inside you. Do that shadow work around this. And that means really sitting with it and being honest with yourself. And if there's anybody who can be compassionate with you in your honesty, it's yourself. You deserve that. You can be honest with how you truly feel without it being a judgment on you. And that's something you really need to do here to get to the root of your feelings, because the difficulty in understanding your true feelings here because of things somebody said to you in the past is really tearing you apart. You need to figure out what your truth is and live that. And this is a good opportunity for you to do that because you're really passionate about this situation. And so your heart is really going to be telling you what it is that you want to do and should do if you listen. And that is pretty much all she wrote. Have a wonderful day, folks. Love you. Bye.